Hello students. So in this video, we will be discussing about the basic HTML structures. Okay, so in this, no, under this topic, we will be discussing the what is HTML and what are the versions we have and what is the difference between HTML5 and XHTML. And then we will be discussing about the basic tags in HTML, and finally how to validate the HTML programs using the W3 website. Okay. Okay. So you all know that what is HTML. Okay. So HTML is the standard markup language for creating the websites. Okay, so it is very commonly used tags. Okay, so HTML, what is the expansion of HTML? HTML is hypertext markup language. That means it is a standard markup language for creating the web pages, and a collection of web pages is called as the website. Okay. Okay, so the HTML describes the structure of a web page, and it consists of a series of elements. Okay, so there will be many tags which will build the web page, and the HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. Okay, so that is going to tell the browser how to display the content in your screen. That will be seen in the screen, and it can have the HTML elements have a label pieces of content. Okay, there are different types of content which will give you the look and feel. Okay. Okay, so the HTML elements are usually the building blocks of HTML pages, any HTML pages. And this HTML programs are usually saved in .html or .htm format. Okay, so in HTML5, okay, the HTML5 is the standard version, and it has two categories. One is the W3C, that means World Wide Web Consortium, and another one is Web Hypertext Application Technology Working Group, what WG. So these are the two categories of HTML5. Okay. Okay, so we already said that HTML is a markup language which will always have the keywords or the tag names. Okay, so usually it will be indicated in the angular bracket. Okay, this angular bracket, and all most of the tags, 99% of tags will have the open tags and the closing tag. Okay, this open tag will have the normal angular bracket and the keyword, and the closing tag will have a front slash and then the keyword, the same keyword. For example, if it is heading tag, it is h1. So h1, then here you can give your desired content, and then the front slash for closing the particular heading tag. It means that particular format will be applied for only for this keyword. Okay, so there are many tags. Okay, so the tags will be discussed in the forthcoming presentations. Okay. Okay, and there are few tags we usually called as the empty tags because they will not have any closing tags. Okay, so that those tags are called as special tags. So we will be discussing it in the later slide. Okay, so I told you something called as HTML5. Okay, so HTML5 is a widely used one. So now we are going to see the differences between the XHTML and HTML5. Okay, so XHTML means it can have the lower case tag names. Okay, but HTML5 supports uppercase tag names. Okay, it supports both, and here the attribute should be quoted inside the double quotes. Okay, so it has to be quoted in the double quotes like this. Okay, but HTML5 without quotes also we can define the attributes. So that is one advantage. And the third difference is like an attribute had to have a value. Here the attribute must have some values, but in HTML5 the values are completely optional. And XHTML supports to have all closing elements. Okay, so close all empty elements. But here closing empty elements are totally optional. We will see what is closing empty elements. Okay, so these are some of the differences between the XHTML and HTML5 uh, differences. Okay, so now you can see. Okay, now you can see the no basic structure. Okay, so you can see always a HTML document will start with HTML tag, and you can see at last it will end with the /HTML /HTML, and immediately after HTML, okay, there will be a head tag. Okay, so that is the heading tag, and after that we will be having the title tag. Okay, so title tag will have no, this will help you to display the title in the browser window. Okay, on top of the browser window, the title will be displayed. Okay, if it is given as HTML document, that particular title will be displayed in that particular window. Okay, and immediately after the title you can see that the title tag is closed using the forward slash. Okay, forward slash title, and then after title we need to close the heading tag. Okay, so these are the preliminary elements of any HTML uh, web page. Okay, then after that we have a tag called body. Okay, so this is the tag which is used to define all other tags, the remaining tags. For example, if you want to apply any bold, italic, underline, if you want to apply any images or hyperlink, so all those things will be given under this particular body tag. Okay, so you can see body tag, and inside that you can see H1 stands for heading tag. Okay, so the heading tag, and then here you can give the title, and then you have to close the heading tag. Okay, then once you complete all the no definition tags, this we used to call it as a definition tags, and after that you need to close the body tag. Okay, so this is the basic structure of any HTML web document. Okay, so when you take XHTML web document, you can see something called as doc type. Okay, so that is always given for XHTML web document. Okay, but the rest of the things are the same. Okay, so now you can see a HTML document. Okay, so document type, so it will define what kind of document is that. So HTML document, and which language. So language here, it is an attribute. Okay, attribute of any HTML tag. Then we have the heading tag, then the title tag. Okay, and then you can this is the encoding type. Okay, character set is the encoding type, and the closing heading tag. Okay, after that we have the body tag. So whatever we are defining inside the body tag will be displayed in the content page of the any web browser or web page. Okay, so if it is given as P, this is P is the paragraph tag. Okay, so this is a web page layout. So we will be getting the output as this is a web page layout. That's all. The tags will not be printed in the web page. Instead of that, whatever which is given in between the tags, closing tag and starting tag, that content will be displayed in the web browser. Okay, so there is something called as doc type. Okay, I told you the very first line of any XHTML or HTML5 document, you will have the doc type. Okay, so the doc type is the document type. Okay, so what kind of document type? We are going to define it to the system. Okay, so here it is used by the web browser to understand the version of the HTML. So no, in old no very olden days, what we know, we had the HTML 3, 4. Okay, now we have 5 and 7. Okay, so the older HTML versions are usually called as the SGML based. It is not HTML, it is SGML based, and it requires a reference to the no, document type declaration, that is a DTD. Okay, it always requires a reference. So this is a reference which is given. Okay, reference means it's an address. Okay, so that is a DTD we need to define. But in HTML5 and above, it is not that you have to give the no, reference. Okay, okay. So as we discussed, okay, the basic tags, HTML, it is the root element of HTML page, which is the beginning of any HTML web page. Okay, and at last we will be having the closing tag, and heading tag represents the document's header. Okay, and the title tag is used to mention the document title on top of the browser window. Okay, and this meta is nothing but it will define you the encoding character, what kind of encoding tag character, and if you want to give any page description, that can be given in this particular meta tag. And this body tag defines, okay, what are the contents that are to be displayed. Okay, all the visible contents, contents visible in the browser will be given in between the body tag. Okay, so these are the basic elements of any web HTML document. Okay, okay, so in that we have something called as nesting elements. Okay, so nesting elements, we have two. One is block level and another one is inline. Okay, so I just want to tell you, okay, so it has to be given always in that particular order. Okay, you can see this particular example. Okay, here we have given a paragraph tag and we are giving this is a. Okay, and we need to bold this particular keyword paragraph. Okay, so it is given in between bold, and while closing, if you see that, okay, first the paragraph tag is closed and then bold tag is closed. So if we put like this, we will be getting an error, or we will not be getting that particular proper output. Okay, so instead of this, it has to follow the particular order. Okay, if you see this, okay, paragraph, okay, this is a and bold tag is applied, so that the bold should be closed first. Okay, and then the paragraph tag should be closed first. Okay, this is the right way to declare the tags. Okay, so this is the no thing. And here, when you see, there are two categories. Okay, block level. Okay, so block level always takes a new line. Okay, whenever you want to give a tag, it should be given in the new line, and it will take that complete line width. Okay, and inline tag doesn't require the new line, but you can give. Okay, but you can give it in the new line, but it doesn't require the new line, and it will take only that necessary width. Okay, for taking the element. Yeah, the guidelines. Okay, the HTML basic structure guidelines. Okay, so all markup tags must be lowercase. Okay, always you have to give it in the lowercase. Okay, but few advanced, okay, few advanced HTML versions also support the uppercase. Okay, but usually the developers will give the lowercase in the tags. And the second one, all elements must have both an opening and closing tag, except for empty or void tags. Empty or void tags, one example is like this one, BR. This is a break tag, okay, line break. So it doesn't have the closing tag. Most of the tags will have the closing tags. Okay, and very important thing what we have discussed already is all tags must be properly nested. Okay, all tags must be properly nested. You can see first paragraph is declared, then strong, the first strong has to be closed, then only paragraph tag has to be closed. Okay, so this is one main important guidelines. And the last one is the attributes can be assigned a value. Okay, attributes in the sense, so here img is the tag. Okay, and this src is the source. This is an attribute. Okay, so here attributes always we said that it will be given in the double quotes. okay, but it is optional in HTML5. Okay, okay. This is the final tag, okay, comment tag. This is very optional tag, but usually the developers will use this particular comment tags. Okay, so this is used for two things. One is just to no give the information about the particular snippet. Okay, if no another developer is coming and taking your source code, he should be able to understand for what purpose this particular snippet is being used. Okay, so you can see this is a comment. Remember to add more information here. So these all things will not be displayed in the web browser. Okay, only this the content which is given in between the tags will be displayed in the browser. Okay, so you can see this will be the output. Okay, this is a paragraph. That was the output provided, no, received in the browser. So comment tags are just to give the information about the particular code. Okay, so that will not be displayed in the browser. Okay. Okay, so far we have discussed about the various elements, basic elements of HTML. Okay, uh, but if you want to validate whether your HTML code is correct or not, or if you feel like there is uncertainty in the HTML code, you can use this particular website to validate the particular HTML code. That is https colon validator.w3.org. So this is a website. When you go here, you will get like this. There are three provisions provided. One is you can simply copy and paste that particular code in this validate by direct input. Or if you have as a file .html or .htm file, you can validate by file upload. Or if you have already hosted it in some other domains, you can use validate by URI. So these are the three methods. When you do it, it will provide you the suggestions and the report whether there is any uncertainty or whether there was any error. Okay, all these things will be spotted by this particular validating website. Okay, this particular URL. Okay, so one exercise for you. Okay, so you have to create a validated basic web page. That means you are going to use the basic elements of HTML with some simple content, and then you have to save the document, okay, as web template.html, save it in a folder. Okay, view it in the web browser and check whether you are getting the desired output. Okay, after checking that, you have to validate the same file by uploading it in the W3C markup validation service. Okay, so this is your assignment. Okay, so that you will get to know where you are committing a mistake and how the W3C is validating your web page. Okay, so I hope you have understood the basic elements of the HTML tags. Okay, thank you.